cards, and it is a big one. People are talking about who will take that title today. We will have that discussion after some little while. Let's talk about the Kenyan Premier League. We'll go back to the standings and know what exactly is transpiring. I know different teams are trying to see if they will be able to do some catch-up for this Gor Mahia side, but we know Gor Mahia, they are on top of the Kenyan Premier League standing, and for Gor Mahia, they've been able to rack in 63 points at this particular time. The second side is Sofapaka, who have 56 points, and we had what the Sofapaka tactician was saying on the other side. He's a person who's saying that they will try as much as possible to do some catch-up. You see Bandari on the position 3, and Bandari last season, actually, they finished on some positive gear. At this particular time, they're on the position 3. Position 4 is Homeboys, while Mathare United are on position 5. Thinking about this Mathare United side, Saimo, they started the league quite competitively, and they always do that, start the league on a high. What always happens to this Mathare United side?
What always happens is what always happens. They start,
what is that?
They start well. But, you know, I've never understood why they've never kept the same momentum, had the ability to keep the same momentum down, you know, a few matches into the league. You know, they play well 7-8 matches, and then from there on, it's, you know, a couple of ties, some losses in matches that you expect them to win easily. So maybe it's something they really need to check with their technical bench and maybe the entire team. You know, word on the street is that payment is not coming through. You know, yes, they do have sponsorship, but then, you know, you hear of players not being able to pay their rent because of delayed salaries, or, you know, maybe bonuses that are not coming through. So, I mean, for whatever reason, Mathare United they have to come back to the Mathare United that everyone else knew about.
So they need to up their game. This is what is happening at the first 5 teams on the league. Let's look at what is transpiring on the other end of this Kenyan Premier League, because we have position 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Mount Kenya, you think about Mount Kenya, finances has been an issue. We remember they rebranded, but this is where they are. Zukericho, Viga United, Chemil Sugar, also for them, they're trying to see if they will not go down. Posta Rangers also there, but there is also the bottom end of this log. We have the likes of AFC Leopards and what they've been able to get this season. A lot of mixed kind of results. There is a time that people were saying that AFC Leopards was to be relegated, but at least they've been able to have some positive results, and now they can say they are safe.
Of course, FC Leopards have had their own share of troubles this season, but I mean, knowing the club and knowing the team, it is very sad and unfortunate that we are having this kind of discussion about FC Leopards. But it's good they've been able to pick themselves up and manage something out of the league. But looking at where they're still lying, it's still a sad situation. And you've talked about the issue of finances. At this time and age, it's very sad to see that we are having walkovers in the Premier League. So I think it's something that needs to be looked into in terms of having the finances right, teams having sponsors to carry them through their home and away game matches, and that way I think all teams will be able to compete in a fair way and not having to give walkovers in the league.
A league with walkovers, it's a league we should not have, Simon.
No. It should. I mean, we've come a long way. You know, I played in the league in the 90s. These are things we expected in the 90s, not in the era of big multinationals and corporates, you know, getting involved in different sports. Not now, not today. It should never happen, you know. And some of them are, in my opinion, very funny walkovers. You know, a team says they feel they cannot play on this field. We need to play on this field, regardless of what the schedule says. And so we are not going to honor the match. So we will not take the field. Unbelievable. In this day and age, unbelievable. So, like you say, that's not a league that we should even be talking about.
Those are the teams that needs actually some heavy sanction. You'll be sanctioning some referees, but even these teams actually, they need some caning.
Sure,
we should say.
sure.
Yeah, so that is what is happening in the Kenyan Premier League. Very quickly, we have fixtures, and for tomorrow's fixtures, I know we're talking about Gor Mahia and that tie that they will be playing against Sofapaka, but these are the other matches that will be on the cards. The Posta Rangers will be in action against this Vihiga United. Yes, we've already gone to this other tail end, Sofapaka against Gor Mahia. Mathare United, they will be playing against Mount Kenya. People might say it will be easy for Mathare United, but you never know. Results sometime always change. Zukericho will be playing against Ulinzi Stars. Ulinzi Stars, for me, they are perennial underachievers in this league. They have been able to win this league 4 times. What are they doing?
I think they have a balanced team. They are always very solid, and it's not a team you want to play, especially if you need points to survive in the league or maybe win the league. You know, I'm not sure if winning the league is their biggest ambition. As Ulinzi, I think participating and finishing in a decent position is. So for them not to win the league, I'm not sure if it really bothers them. I think what they are doing, the kind of players that they are getting, with the kind of money that they put in the transfer market, I think the position that they always finish is what is due to them.
At this particular time, they are on position 8 with 38 points, so maybe they're comfortable and confident there. Other matches is what we had seen earlier, because we've seen the likes of Posta Rangers. They will be playing against Vihiga United. Tusker, they will be playing against Nzoia Sugar. We hope it will be a sober affair. Sony Sugar will be playing against the Wounded Big Cats, FC Leopards, but at this particular time, the Leopards are on the 10th position on this log. Kakamega Homeboys will be playing against Western Steamer. We also have the top scorers. Goals have gone in, and players have been able to score quite some beautiful goals, others will argue. But Umar Kasumba, he is a person, he has been injured for a number of matches, but he tops the goal scoring charts with 16 goals. Ocheng Enosh of Ulinzi Stars. Yes, Ulinzi Stars might be on the 8th position, but it is one man who's been able to score plenty of their goals, who is on the 2nd position on that chart. You think about Nyakia Cliff also. Nyakia Cliff on position 3 with 14 goals. We also have Yemi there, Obandari, who's been able to score goals. We can score plenty of goals in Kenyan Premier League if the condition is a good condition. Players have shown that they can rack in those goals.
I think for me, I think the person who surprised me most is Alan. I mean, coming off not having been very active, he's come back to the league, he's scoring goals. It shows that we still have talent in the league, and also new players, young players who are coming up to be counted in the goal scoring.
Yeah, a lot of goals going in there. At position 7, tied, the likes of Enoch Agwanda, Yvonne Isuza, and also Derek. What's your general assessment on the number of goals that the Kenyan strikers, maybe midfielders and defenders rack in?
I don't think the forwards are scoring as much as they should. You know, if we talk about quality and of forwards, if Alan Wanga can play as long as he has played, and we have some players coming through, and he still beats these players, you know, so we're talking about the national team having to struggle in years to come, because I mean, if Wanga has played that long and can still score as many goals, he's not as fast as he used to be. You know, he's not as aggressive or as slick, you know, around the goal area as he used to be, but still managed to be third, you know, with 13 or 14 goals. There's a lot to be done, especially in nurturing and developing the strikers or the forwards in this country.
A lot needs to be done to make sure that actually these players are racking those goals. National Super League, it's a different league altogether. Players are trying to see if they will be able to play in the Kenyan Premier League come next season. We have different fixtures on the cards because matches will be played. FC Talanta going head-on against St. Joseph's Youth. I almost said Joseph, I don't know why. Modern Coast on the other side will have that tie against Eldoret Youth. Ushuru, remember, for Ushuru, they are trying. They are still saying that the mathematical odds still favors them. They might be promoted to the Kenyan Premier League come next season, but you never know. They will be in action against Kisumu All Stars. On Saturday we still have Coastal Steamer playing against the Bidco United. Nairobi Steamer will be playing against Nairobi City Stars. Different matches, and these teams will try to see if they will be able to get some positive results. And you think about another match on Sunday. On Sunday, Shabana, a side that started quite on a positive note in this campaign. They will be playing against Kenya Police, Kibera Black Stars against Green Commandos. For Green Commandos, it has been a nightmarish affair for them this season because the result that they are getting, they just need to up their game. You never know, maybe they might be on the relegation tail end. Kagemi All-Stars are playing against Administration Police, and Migori Youth against Thika United. Wazito will be in action against Fortune Sacco. For Wazito, investment can be something positive, and sometimes the mentality they have, they believe National Super League is their league to win this time out.
Yes, I think, like you said, investment has done good for them. I think they are motivated. I'm sure everyone feels that, you know, the more they put in into the team and into the success of the team, the more they gain personally. I'm talking about the players. You know, you win, you get your bonuses. You win, your welfare is taken care of. So I think the boost in finances overall in the team has really helped Wazito to be where they are right now. I think they're second, if I'm not wrong, and they have a chance to advance into the Kenyan Premier League.
We look at that standing for the Kenyan Premier League, for the National Super League, and these are the teams that they are trying to see if they will go and be promoted. This is how it looks like. So a lot of teams, actually, there might be a lot of surprises this time around because the likes of Wazito, Stima, Ushuru, all of them, they are on the cards. Let's look at the other side, because also we have the teams that are struggling, teams that will go down. Green Commandos that mentioned earlier. We also have Kangemi, they are 22 points, and also Migori Youth. Those are some of the that is how actually it looks in the National Super League. Other teams are struggling, but we know their mission is very simple. They will try as much as possible to see if they will be promoted to Premier League come next season, and others will go down. But this is actually a lot of competitiveness that is happening here. A lot of people are arguing and saying that this is the toughest football league that we have here in the country, because you never really can know what exactly might transpire when this team